How you doing out there, folks? I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. Hope things are going well. I have a gift request from Lundy Ray. So, Lundy, shout out to you, my friend. And this one has me intrigued because of what you said. And it's Pete Seeger. I'm pretty sure this is the first time I've done Pete Seeger. I think I did Bob Seeger for one of my Country Heart series, but they're not related, as far as I know. Old Time Religion. And but what you said, Lundy, is that you hope I don't get in trouble for this. So I don't know what that's referring to. I listened to about 5 seconds of the song thinking, oh, maybe it's, going to be more rock, and it wasn't. It was more folk, as you said. So I'm going to find out what Old Time Religion is about and why you said what you said. All right, so here we go, folks. Maybe buckle up.
Well, a lot of people confused looking around the world today. There's all kinds of religions. Secular religions and religious religions. And a young woman came into one of the monthly meetings of the Beacon Sloop Club down in the Hudson River where I live and sang us a nice little song you might like to add some verses to.
You said my boat in those waters.
Give me that old-time religion. Give me that old-time religion. Give me that old-time religion. It's good enough for me. We will pray with Aphrodite. We will pray with Aphrodite. She wears that see-through nightie and it's good enough for me. Give me that old-time religion. Give me that old-time religion. Give me that old-time religion. It's good enough for me.
They all know it.
With Zarathustra. We'll pray just like we used to. I'm a Zarathustra booster, and it's good enough for me. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me.
Lundy, yeah, you might be right. I may not be in trouble, but the comments are going to be interesting.
We will pray with those Egyptians, build pyramids to put our crypts in, cover subways with inscriptions, and it's good enough for me. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough.
Is this an addition to a prior version? Is that a banjo? Sounds like
we
it.
will pray with those old druids. They drink fermented fluids, waltzing naked through the woods, and it's good enough for me. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me.
Got a catchy hook.
We'll do dances to bring water, sacrifice animals for slaughter, sacrifice our sons and daughters, and that's good enough for me.
The God.
I'll arise at early morning when my Lord gives me the warning that the solar age is dawning, and that's good enough for me.
So, was Pete known for like being a Buddhist, or was this just like a one-off song he decided to do because it was fun? This sounded like, I think you said in the beginning, this is like an addendum almost to the prior one. Somebody sent him lyrics to a new one, and he's running with it. But I love it's a catchy hook, and that's good enough for me. That's one of those, certain hooks catch. Like, that's the nature of a hook. It's supposed to catch you, but they don't all do it. In fact, not many do, but some of them just sort of just stick there, right? And this is one of them, like, you could tell the audience was totally into, and that's good enough for me. Like, that's really a great lyric, kind of a fun one to sing. The melody is just simple, But, you know, in the time, I guess, of Pete's time, I mean, maybe also when you come out of like Vietnam and you don't want war and, you know, you sort of are impacted by the cultural, influences right there, where if you're opposed to war or what, I mean, you may become like sort of a preacher of peace, not necessarily of religious peace per se, but of just, you know, let's get along with each other. Let's stop judging each other based on one another's religion or whatever. But then you create like a funny song out of it. But it still gets kind of a message across in a way. It'll offend some. Anytime you sort of take a doctrinal stance or don't take a doctrinal stance, someone's getting offended. It's almost like it's economics 101, basically, or physics. Every action has an equal or opposite reaction, sometimes worse. Anytime someone buys something, somebody's selling it. And it's just, you know, there's at least two sides to any thought. And in this one, it's Lundy. Yeah, that's fascinating. I never got into Pete Seeger when I was growing up. I was more into rock. You know, as you guys know, that's the impetus of the channel, rock into country. I went from rock into country. Country came later in life, but I was a rock dude. So this wouldn't have appealed to me when I was younger. And I certainly wouldn't have understood it anyhow because I was a bit young. Well, maybe not. If I was in my teens when this came out, then I certainly would have understood it, but I wouldn't have paid attention to it. And now it's just a fun song. You know, folk singers are so unique where for the audience because they're devoted. They're absolute devotees of folk. They like to hear the lyrics, the simple melody, and it's also part of the audience experience where it's sort of like Deadheads, where you all know that you're into a certain thing. And same thing with folk. It's a limited audience, but it's a devoted one. All right, I'm going to rate this one. And it was just a simple, the number that popped into my head was an 8.6 on the intrigue and the fun factor. He just seemed to have fun singing this one. He knew the audience was going to like it because you know your audience, right? And so there it is, folks. You can thank or blame Lundy Ray for that one. I love it. Now we had Pete Seeger. We have Bob Seeger. I think Bob Seeger spells it with one E in the beginning. Seger, I think. And Pete is with Seeger. So different spelling. All right, guys. Have a great day. Get along with one another. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.